Need you, Yah, oh my side. You are the light up high to worship you. My needs, all praise to you. Up high to worship you. My needs, I vow to be humble. Hey family, check this out, y'all. Now I have something to say, and I'm gonna call this Israelites. We must stay strong spiritually. We must stay strong spiritually, Israel. And how do we do that? Family, I know some of y'all are already aware how we stay strong spiritually. But then some of us may not know, because all of us are not, seasoned. A lot of us are still new to this awakening and this calling. So family, how we stay strong spiritually, we must keep our spirit man fed the word of Yah, family. Because, if we don't, keep our spirit man fed, and say like you get off work, you get out of school, you deserve to be relaxing because you done worked a hard day, you done done a day at school, whatever. And sometimes, the flesh, which is weak, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. We all know that. And sometimes, you might just want to watch movie after movie. You know what I'm saying? Go into them Tubi apps on your TV, your smart screen TV, and all kind of old TV shows, them nostalgia shows we used to watch from back in the day. But see, if you're constantly doing that, you're making your flesh strong and you're neglecting your spirit man. And if that's how you're doing, your flesh is going to grow stronger than your spirit man. And then you're going to be having thoughts about everything that you don't have instead of appreciating what you do have. Because when you build up that flesh, family, you know what I'm saying? You start getting thoughts. If you're single like I am, if you build up that flesh constantly, it's gonna start giving you thoughts about things that you used to do that pleased your flesh before you came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? So if you build up your flesh by doing fleshly stuff, carnal stuff, watching shows, show after show, movie after movie, you're building your flesh up. You know what I'm saying? But as spiritual people of Yah, as the chosen people of Yah, the awakened seed of Yah family, we got to build our spirit man up. And we do that by reading and studying his word. Sometimes you don't want to do it. That's just flesh. Flesh is weak, but you got to do it. And since I've been walking in this true family, the person who I've seen who was most astute at the studying, is that, our brother Big Judah. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's always, showing us new stuff out of different books. That's how you stay strong spiritually, family. That's exactly how you do it. And I was just saying to the Father about a week ago, I said, Father, I need some new material. I need some more books. Because all the books that I have, I've taught something, out of all of them. And I was like, I need some more books. And I said, Father, by the Ruach HaKodesh, lead me to some other spiritual books. Because, in the book of Enoch, it says that he wrote 366 books alone, by himself, with the Ruach, of course. And then it says in the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, that, Yah spoke to Esdras and told him to speak to these 5 other holy men of Yah. And, he provided the Ruach with them, and they wrote 204 other books. So it's many other books out there, family. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, family, I said, okay, family, I said to the Most High, I said, I said, Father, by the Ruach, lead me to some other spiritual books. I need some more books, I need some more material to share with the family, and so because I found myself watching movies that I just recently started doing because the Ruach had said to me earlier this year, way back in the wintertime, slow down watching those secular movies. And I did. I didn't watch another. After I heard the Ruach say that to me way back in the wintertime this year, I didn't watch another show on TV, or I didn't watch another movie for at least 8 months. And then I started running out of material, like I need more books. And I found myself, drifting back off into, well, I guess I can watch a couple of episodes of Charlie's Angels, The Rifleman, and I said, no, I got to be obedient. The Ruach told me to slow down watching those secular shows way back in the wintertime. I was being obedient, then I started falling off. And then somebody mentioned to me, I think it was yesterday, somebody commented under one of my videos and said, Brother Judah, Israel, are you aware of the Ethiopian Bible or something like that? And my response was something like this. Well, I've heard of it before, but I haven't felt the need to buy one because we are awakened now. And that's something I said like that. We're awakened. And, but when I got to work today, and I'm still thinking like, I need some more books. I need some more spiritual books. And so I had in mind to go to Barnes and Noble to see what they got, when I get off work today. And then I had the thought about what somebody said, a comment somebody made, Brother Judah Israel, are you aware of the book of the Ethiopian Bible? And I said, that could have been the Ruach HaKodesh speaking through them to me. And I said, oh, wow. So whoever you were that asked me if I was aware of the Ethiopian Bible yesterday, thanks a lot. If you're viewing this video, I want to say thank you, because that could have been the Holy Spirit talking to me through you, whoever you are. And so not longer than a half hour ago, less than a half hour ago, I went in the bathroom at my job, and from Amazon, I ordered me an Ethiopian Bible. I know it has the book of Jasher in there, has the book of Enoch in there, the Apocrypha. I got those already. And I haven't read all of Jasher, but I've been reading it. And so, but it has other books. And there's got to be something in there that I'm not aware of, that the Holy Spirit already knows this. So I think it was all together with the mailing and stuff, $50-some. So I got one coming Thursday, family. And I'll be reading that baby as soon as I get it. And I still might take the trip to Barnes and Nobles, the closest one to where I live, when I get off. So that's how we stay, keep our spirit man strong, family. We got to stay in the word of Yah. This is how we do it. And once I got to reading all those other books like the Shepherd of Hermas, Clement 1, Clement 2, Testament of the 12 Patriarchs and stuff like that. And so, and I know some of y'all are aware of sometimes how the enemy attack you in your dreams and stuff like that, and they'll grab hold to you, and you can't move a muscle. You know what I'm saying? I know many of you have experienced that. If you're Israel, you know what I'm saying? I have. But when I started reading those other books, family, maybe earlier this year, it could have been last year, it could have been earlier this year, I said at least a year ago, I was having a dream, and I was laying on my right side. And in my dream, that was the shape of a woman laying in front of me in my bed. Nice, shapely woman. You know what I'm saying? So I just reached to put my arm around her, my left arm around her, and then the thing changed to its true, it's changed to its true self. once I put my arm around it. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, how can two walk except you be agreed? The answer is they can't. So when I put my arm around that thing, it was a spirit. That was that succubus demon. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was the succubus demon. That's the spirit that like to have sexual relations with men when they sleep, when we sleep. And the incubus demon is a demon that like to have sex with women when they sleep. So when I put my left arm around it, the thing, it wasn't facing away from me no more. It changed to what it really was, and it was facing me, and it grabbed hold of me real tight. Like it was keeping me from moving, and I was pressing against it. At the same time, I was pressing against it. And to my surprise, I pushed it real hard and pushed it out of my bed. This is in a dream now. And the thing stumbled across the floor, and I jumped out the bed and I was just giving it some haymaker. Whop, whop, whop. And I had asked the Father to help me to be strong against spiritual attacks when I'm sleeping. And he blessed me with that. And it happened when I started reading other books beside the Bible, besides the Apocrypha, when I started reading the Shepherd of Hermas, like I said, Clement 1, Clement 2, Testament of the 12 Patriarchs, all those books, the book of Jasher, the book of Jubilees. And I started getting strong spiritually, family. And evil spirits, they're afraid to attack me in my dreams now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so strong. When I go to sleep now, I have superhuman strength in my dreams because I've been reading so many other spiritual books, family. You got to stay strong, family, spiritually, and you do it by reading Yah's spiritual word. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to get that kind of strength just reading the 66 or even the Apocrypha, because I had read the Apocrypha about 3 to 4 times from cover to cover. I had read the Bible about 4 times from cover to cover, besides all the other times I read the New Testament. When I finished, just start over. The New Testament, just start over. That's what I was doing for years. And then I just started reading, when I read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, I start over. I've done that in the early 2000s, all the way on up, family. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really strong in my dreams against those spirits. And that's why I started praying to Yah, help me to be strong against these evil spirits when they attack me in my dreams, family. Father, you know what I'm saying? And so, family, when I started, reading other spiritual books, and I learned about a lot of these spiritual books that I have, the book of the Sefer Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Lost Scriptures, the Nag Hammadi. The first person I saw with all these books was, tuning in to Big Judah's channel. And I said, okay. And then I started ordering those books, and I ordered 120 Bible Apocrypha, but some of the stuff in there, you can tell that Esau then put his stamp on there, and you know what I'm saying, and I'll Google, is this true or false? Some of the stuff in there is like, it's false. You can tell, they try to interject themselves in there as if, they're the originators of the scriptures and stuff like that. And, so those are the books inside of that 120 book Apocryphal Bible. Some of them I don't read. You can tell when, in the headings, they talk about the Jews. You know what I'm saying? These people is like, Yah's word said, don't add nothing to his word, don't take nothing from it. So these people just curse themselves, to the utmost, because they have defied Yah, and everything he said don't do, they have done it. They have broken all the commandments. You know what I'm saying? So these people, it's like, Satan uses them, and they're against the Israelites, Yah and his people. You know what I'm saying? But we know that. But anyway, family, how to stay strong, how to get real strong spiritually, you're going to have to read more than just the 66 and the Apocrypha. But if you're a beginner, if you're new, do what you got to do, read that up. But when you're finished, you got to keep your spirit man strong, family. And how to do that is get involved in studying and reading out of books like the book of Jubilees, the book of Jasher, the book of Enoch, and the Shepherd of Hermas, Clement 1, Clement 2, you know, and whatever, Adam and Eve, you know, the book of Giants, you know, build your spirit man up, family. That's how we do it. That's how we stay strong spiritually, family. So, I mean, we all go through the same things. You know what I'm saying? It's just we might go through stuff just a little different, but we all going through tough times being the children of Yah, family. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to share, you know what I'm saying, stuff with each other sometime, because I know somebody else is going through, you know, what I'm going through. We all go through the same things all around the world, Israelites, in every nation and on the islands. That's why it's good to edify each other with the words of Yah. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to share that with y'all, family, how we stay strong, Israel. Let's keep feeding our spirit, man. The word of Yah, the word of truth. So with that, I'm just going to leave it at that. And until next time, may Yah bless you. One love and shalom.